It's any preconceived ideas you have about what you think a class is, let it go, because it's very much about taking our time in the postures, no activation, just really allowing the body the time to open. I know you're like a pro, that's why I'm not even looking at you. And it's really about getting into the deep connective tissue of the body, the fascia. And so with that in mind, we hold the poses for very long periods of time. Depending on the teachers, it can be between 2 to like 10 minutes. We'll probably do around the 3 to 4 minute mark. So by holding these poses, once you hold a pose in Yin for over 90 seconds, it's when you actually get past the superficial tissue and really into the deep connective tissue. And it's really about staying in these postures, not going in at 100%, you're going in at like 50%. And just the magic is in the time. The magic is in being in that posture and noticing how you're responding to it. You know, people get frustrated or bored, your mind starts to wander. So Yin in itself is a meditative practice in its own way. Don't worry about like what you look like, what you think, you know, we're all different shapes, sizes, ages, experiences. So it's really important just to be in your body. It really encourages you to have your eyes closed most of the time. Obviously I'll demonstrate and then you go into it. And I'll kind of leave it there. Like, so you'll notice there'll be moments of periods of silence where I won't be speaking. I haven't forgotten about you. It's just letting you be in your posture. Props are our friends in such a great way. If we need more, we can use more. They're there to support us and hold us in the postures. And it's not about getting deeper or further. It's just about meeting yourself exactly where you're at. And that's it, being there, that's perfect. There's nowhere you're striving to get to, you're just arriving, okay? So that said, we're gonna start in reclined butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're gonna lie on our backs, but we're gonna get our blocks, we're gonna open up the chest. So you're on your mat, you're gonna place your blocks like so in a capital T position with the block slightly away on the higher setting. And I'm lying it like this just to show you that this block will be in between your shoulder blades here, a little bit higher up, if I can get my arm up. So you're gonna lie down and you're gonna place the bolster underneath your thighs or underneath your knees, kind of just between your knee and your glutes. Find that comfortable position. So I'm gonna lie down and demonstrate. I'm gonna get comfortable. So let the knees splay out. You can have your legs open or your soles of your feet together in a diamond shape. You're gonna edge your way down onto your block and it's gonna feel a little bit odd. You're gonna find that edge, and then you're gonna have your arms down by your side, palms facing up, your head is resting on the block, on the top block, and your shoulder blades, the center of your shoulder blades is resting in between the middle block. And you're gonna find this little sweet spot where you feel your chest opening. Now again, you can use the bolster if you like or not. Let's have a look. Okay, let's edge yourself down. It's going to feel quite, because especially if you've got to open. If you don't want the bolster, you don't have to use it. And like I said, you can have the legs extended or not. How does that feel? So. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this bolster, see how that feels. Relax down, your bottom down. Okay, that's fine. So you're gonna find, why don't you instead extend your legs long? It's gonna feel a bit weird, especially first thing in the morning, which is why we're doing this. We're opening up palms by your side. Do you feel the front line of the body opening there? Yeah, okay. How are you doing there, Keith? You think good? Well, you got a smile on your face, so yeah, and I can see you're smiling, so all good, okay. So, just settle into this. I want everyone to take a nice, long, deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Just arriving. Just noticing how you're feeling right now. Notice how you're breathing. us to start to lengthen and deepen into the breath. Taking our time, there's no rush. And as we breathe, imagine if you thought this breath would be the last breath you were going to take. How much time you would take over it, how much you would savor it, how much you would enjoy it. And that's the kind of awareness I want you to bring into your body as you breathe. Breathe as though every breath counts, because guess what? It does. This breath, this thing we do every moment of every day, is keeping us alive. And we do it so subconsciously. And when we start to draw our focus to our breath, we become more aware. We become more aware of how we are responding to things in life. We become more aware of what's going on in our mind, in our bodies. And the other thing is that the body always responds to the breath. I spoke about this in the meditation yesterday. So as you breathe deeper and more mindfully, the body acknowledges that, and you tap into your parasympathetic nervous system. You tap into your rest and restore mode. And you put yourself in a position where you're able to start to listen to what's going on. A yin might be a really simple practice, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. So our intention for today is to listen to what comes up and bring some self-compassion into your practice. When things get challenging, you know that that's okay. You can just lie down on your back without it. Just meeting yourself exactly where you are, knowing your limits, and it's not about pushing past those limits. But there is something to be said about acknowledging that when the challenge arises, how you respond to that. Because really that's where the magic happens. It happens in the time. It's not in the doing of the things, it's in the feeling of the things. So allow yourself to forgive and soften into your heart. I want us to invite in forgiveness into this practice as our intention. Taking a moment to notice what you've been holding, perhaps quietly, perhaps for a really long time. This forgiveness isn't about forgetting, and it's not about erasing the past. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of old emotions, those emotions that have outstayed their purpose. So each breath today can be an act of release. Every exhale can be a small surrender to grace. Seal that intention in. Take a deep breath in for 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Sip a bit more air. Sip a bit more air. Exhale, let it go. You just slowly draw your knees together, come up onto your forearms, and just gently remove the blocks to the side of your mat. You can gently remove the bolster. Coming onto your backs, drawing the knees wide, and just doing some circles with your knees. Your hands can be on your knees, rotating your knees in towards your chest, out towards the side, and down and around. So opposite rotation of the legs for the circles. Just lubricate your hips slightly, and then you can rock side to side, giving your spine a bit of a massage. Breathing mindfully. Extending your left leg long, drawing the right knee in towards your chest, interlacing your hands on your right shin, and just letting gravity do its thing, where you're drawing the knee up towards the armpit or the chest, the right armpit or the chest, but you're really not activating the arms, you're just letting the weight of your arms do the trick. If you feel that's a little bit tight on that left hip flexor, you can always bend that left knee, place the sole of the left foot down on the ground for a bit of added support. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, so just creating that space in the back of your neck. Just breathing here for a few more moments before we move into the posture. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into a supine twist. So you're going to take that right knee across over to the left-hand side using your left hand. And you're going to extend the right arm long, palm facing up towards the ceiling. You can bend at the right elbow if you like. Your right hip is stacked on top of the left. If you like, you can take your bolster and you can actually just rest that right knee on top of the bolster for a bit of added support. That might feel really nice for you. Maybe you don't need it or want it. It's an option. You can turn your head over to the right-hand side so that your face is gazing towards your right fingertips. Closing the eyes down. And just inviting yourself to surrender into the twist. Being mindful of your breath. If you want, you can always bend into that right elbow if that feels more comfortable on your shoulder. This is my favorite posture to do first thing in the morning when I wake up, to open up my lower back and my outer glutes. So if you do ever have any tension in the back, this is a great little posture to do first thing in the morning. Just releasing the foot. Place your foot on the block. There we go. Supported, nice. Breathing deeply. And just going inwards and staying with your intention. Breathing in. Breathing out. With every breath, with every exhale, can you soften just that little bit more? Releasing and unraveling the fascia without trying to get anywhere, trying to get deeper. Just letting the beauty of time do its thing. Say that nature, she's always providing. She's always getting everything done. She's never in a hurry. And I think there's just something so poetic in that, something that we can learn. As human beings, we're, I don't know, indoctrinated into just rushing all the time. It's really challenging to sit still. There's so many distractions. And we're addicted to the distraction. So then when we are in a position where we are required to be still, we get uncomfortable. The mind, the body wants to go to the distraction because that's what we're used to. And doing sessions like meditation and Yin is the practice to make stillness become comfortable and start to help us understand how we respond and react in life. We're gonna come to cat pulling its tail. So, you can stay in this posture if you're getting everything you need out of it. If you want, you can start to bend into your bottom leg, into your left leg. Draw the left heel towards your glute. And you could reach towards your foot, grabbing on to the foot with your right hand. Draw the shoulder down. Now, if your foot is not accessible to you, you're welcome to take your strap and just loop the strap around your foot. Has everyone got, okay, well, everyone's got the foot, so demonstration not required. So this is gonna be a sort of bit of a stretch into your quads and into your shoulder. Just noticing the difference in the stretch without the story behind it. And just breathing deep. Your left hand can remain on top of your right thigh. If you want, you can actually even extend that right leg long if you prefer. But again, not activating. Just feeling the support of the mat. Returning to the breath. It invites us to just slow down enough to meet ourselves exactly where we are. In the stillness, we find that we can discover the truth of things that maybe we've been avoiding. And that truth starts to whisper pretty loudly, actually. Speaking of, nature giving us a little reminder there. So note that the pauses are not empty, they're not quiet. It's actually full of information. Because when we unlock the fascia holds the stories of the body. So as we unlock the fascia, it starts to release the stories. And, we accumulate stories over many, many years, and it takes time to then release it. So be with it and just notice. Thoughts will come and go like clouds in the sky, and that's so fine. Allow them to be those clouds, though. Allow them to just pass. Use your breath to blow them away and come back into yourself, into your inner stillness. Because each moment of stillness is really a doorway into your awareness. You can slowly release your foot, your left foot. Extend your right arm long, extend your left leg long. Draw the right knee into the chest, roll over onto your back. Interlace your hands on your shin. You can give it a squeeze if you like. Roll out your right ankle, wiggle your toes, flex and point the foot. We're going to come into half happy baby. Option here to bend the left knee and place the sole of the left foot down on the mat if this is going to be a little bit challenging on your left hamstring. Hip flexor. Otherwise, you can keep the left leg extended, and you're grabbing on to the outer blade of your right foot with your right hand. Now, you can hold on to the outer blade, you can hold on to your ankle, and again, we have the strap. So perhaps if you prefer, you're feeling it's quite uncomfortable grabbing onto the foot, you can take the strap and wrap it around the arch of the sole of the right foot and use your right hand to hold that strap down. You're bending deeply into the knee and taking the knee nice and wide. You can extend the left arm long, bend or cactus at the elbow. So bend at the elbow, cactusing the arm with the palm facing up. So either holding the strap holding the sole of the foot, holding the ankle. The elbows on the inside of the right knee. Relax your shoulders down. So we're not pulling deeply on the strap. We're literally just sort of counter. So what I like to do, if you're holding the strap, I see you are. What I like to do is I like to wrap the strap around my hand so that it's just literally hooked onto my hand. So I'm not pulling with my fingers. And just again, let the weight of your hand do the trick. So if we were doing a vinyasa, I'd be telling you to activate and kick into the strap and pull down. We just want you to loop your hand into the strap simply as a sort of, for a hooking action, I should say. Feeling a beautiful stretch in the inner groin. Yes, thank you. Reminder, deep breath. So, take the sole of your foot to the sky. Take your knee wide. There we go. So that's kind of the actions. You're going to feel that opening in the back. And if this is, so what I can see is, I want you to bend your knee here, place the sole of your foot down. That's going to alleviate some pressure on your hip flexor, okay? You can extend your left arm long, bend at the elbow, open up your shoulder. There we go, right. Great. Just soften your shoulder a little bit, yeah, great, beautiful. You can always bend at your left elbow if you feel comfortable. If that's nice, put it down. If that feels good, it should be nice to open the shoulder. Yeah, beautiful. So there's no wobbling or shaking or activation. But it is a deep stretch. So again, as I've said before, yin might be simple, it doesn't mean it's easy. So again, just notice the conversation that starts to happen, especially when maybe you look at someone around you doing something. And I always say comparison is the thief of joy. So just really be in your posture for you. As I guide you through the class, but you're your own teacher. You know how it feels and you know what's going on. So adapt to what you need. And I say this not just in yin, actually, I say it in all my classes because I just feel that that's actually what it means to be a sort of advanced yogi, or however you want to phrase it. It's not about, oh, I can do a headstand or something. It's really about, am I listening to me? Am I listening to what I need? Or am I doing something because I think I should? That's really the key. Okay, we're gonna slowly release if you have a grip of the foot or the strap. Okay, draw the knee into the chest one more time and give it a little squeeze. And you're gonna take, all of us are gonna take our strap now. And we're gonna take the strap, lift the head and shoulders up. Place the strap on the sole of the right foot in the arch. Lengthen out the strap, and you're gonna put the back of the strap around the back of your head, right at the base of the skull. And just get comfortable there, find that right positioning. And then you're gonna relieve your arms down by your side and really just let the tension of the strap hold your head up and your foot. Hold on a second, I'm just gonna. So this is where you might need to shorten it or lengthen it depending on what you've done. Please excuse me, I'm just gonna shorten mine. Just settle into this. So really no activation in the neck or the shoulders. It is the strap that is holding you. It is that seesaw action. And then when you're ready, you can start to straighten into that right leg, or I should say extend to your degree. And you should feel such a beautiful stretch in the back of that hamstring. And you can extend your arms nice and wide in a capital T shape. And just feel that beautiful space being created in the back of the neck. Really allowing the shoulders to drop. This should feel so lovely. Breathe deep. Just inviting that space behind the neck, in between the shoulders, inviting the space and the breath to that hamstring. such a great thing to do if you've been surfing. Alleviating the tension of those muscles that we didn't know we had until we started surfing, right? Take a deep breath in. And we're going to gently maneuver our right ear towards our right shoulder. And if you like, you can start to move the right leg over to the right as well. Now, maybe this is just a few centimeters, a couple of inches, maybe a foot, maybe more. And just remember that deeper doesn't mean better. Just listen to how it feels on your body. Don't force it. Perhaps you find that you start off just a few centimeters and you find more space as we stay in this posture for a while. So just be in it. You're dropping that left shoulder down, so don't let the left shoulder follow you. Whilst your right leg goes towards the right and your right ear drops towards your right shoulder or to the ground. Be mindful of this. Obviously, we are working on your neck and it's first thing in the morning, so really giving our hips and our legs a lot of love right now, as well as our shoulder. Just relaxing the facial muscles. Relaxing the jaw. Yin nourishes our organs, the heart, the kidney, the liver, the lungs, the spleen. It nourishes the rivers of our emotional landscape. Slowly inhale, we're going to come up to the center. And we're going to gesture over to the left side. We won't be here as long. So left ear to the left shoulder. Right leg starts to lean over to the left side. It's okay if you want to draw that right hip up and bump it on top. Giving a nice stretch down the IT band and drop the right shoulder down. So notice if that right shoulder is following to whatever degree you like. Breathing into any sensation, noting if you're holding tension. So the only tension should be on the strap. The leg and the head are supporting each other in a symbiotic relationship. Come back to your breath. Breathing deeply. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Let it be a wave with every breath. Let the rhythm of your breath be like the rhythm of the waves on the shore, like the wind in the trees, like the currents in the rivers. Connecting your body to the flow of nature, the flow of energy, the flow of life. Inhale, drawing yourself up to center. Bending into the knee, activating into your shoulders and your head to remove the strap around the back of the head. Drop the head and shoulders down, remove the strap. You can do circles with that right knee if you like, with your hand on your right knee. Any movement that you like. There might be some sensitivity, so just be mindful. And then extend the right leg long. Draw the left knee into the chest, second side. Place your hands on your left shin, interlace your hands. And again, just let the weight of your arms draw that left knee either towards your chest or maybe a little bit towards the left armpit. Should feel really nice, releasing any compression that might have been in that right hip. If you prefer, you can always have the sole of your right foot down on the ground with the knee bent. Breath in, breath out. Soften your shoulders. exhale, take the left knee across to the right hand side, extend the left arm long, turn the head towards the left fingertips. Place the right hand on top of the left thigh. You can bend your left elbow if you like, or keep it straight. Your left shoulder is anchoring you down. Your left hip can be on top of your right. Twisting into the torso. And if you want, you can support that left knee with a bolster. Surrendering down. Breathing deeply. Coming back to your intention. Forgiveness. Just allowing gravity to be your greatest teacher right now. And just remind us that the healing comes in the being, not in the doing of the things. Moving into cat pulling its tail. You can start to bend into your bottom right knee, drawing the right heel towards your right glute, taking your left arm and reaching for the foot with or without the strap. Still remaining in the twist. Gaze can still be towards the left-hand side, but if it's more comfortable, you're welcome to roll the head over to the right. Really great for the spine, for the quads. Spine mobility is so incredibly important, particularly with the lifestyles that a lot of us live, sitting at our desks in that singular position for such a substantial amount of time. We need to look after our spine, the literal backbone of our being, of our physical body. Hunched over computers, hunched over phones. And embrace any tenderness that might arise. That tenderness is the language of release. Connecting to your breath in case it's floated away a little bit. Breathe in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. And notice again as we hold the poses, what challenge can you transfer and change into an opportunity? Because that's what it is. As the challenge arises, it's an opportunity for you to tap into your body and fine tune and be like, okay, so this is happening. And we don't sort of say, okay, maybe this is my bad side. We go, okay, this is the side that needs a bit more love, that needs some more attention. I call it our character building side. Slowly release the bottom foot. Extend your left arm long. Return to the center. Inhale, draw the knee in. And you can give it a bit of a squeeze this time, activating into the arms. Just create a bit more space and roll out your left ankle. Point and flex the foot, wiggle the toes. You might hear a couple of clicks. Coming into half happy baby on the left-hand side. So I think we all used our strap, didn't we? So we're going to use it again. So we're going to lift the head and shoulders up, take your strap, flex your left foot, take the strap in the sole of the arch of the left foot, take the strap in your left hand, and you can sort of wrap it around if you like to create that anchor so you're not gripping, so you're not activating into your hands. Take the left knee nice and wide, extend the right arm long, palm facing up towards the ceiling, or again you can cactus at your elbow by bending. And just take the knee wide, flexing the foot, doing what feels good for you. If you want, you can obviously bend that right knee, sole of the foot comes down. So you just want to avoid like the hips starting to follow you over to the left-hand side. That's the only thing I'm going to ask you. So you really want both your glutes to be grounded down onto the mat. Knee is nice and wide. Close your eyes down. Soften your forehead. Soften your eyes, your jaw. And feel into this beautiful stretch. Do you want to bend into your knee here? Take it wide. Yes, sole of the foot is up towards the ceiling. So you can make some more length in the strap if you like. Feel that beautiful stretch on the inner thigh. Sole up towards the... There we go. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. Breathing deep. Yin is this beautiful practice of silence that sort of also fills in the gaps in between the notes. Back to your intention. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Give the knee a squeeze. We've all got the strap on our foot already, so just leave it there. And then inhale, lift your head and shoulders up. And start to take the back of that strap round the back of your head. So back of the strap? Yeah, English. So keeping the knee bent. And notice how when we go into this deep hamstring stretch, how this might feel on this side. So perhaps you have a little bit more space here, or perhaps you're like, okay, this is the side I maybe need to give a bit more love to. So you may need to adjust your strap and place your arms down by your side or extend them nice and wide and open. I like to have them open for a bit more balance, so it just creates less engagement. And then when you're ready, start to extend into your left leg to your degree. In an ideal world, you really want to try and have a full extension. So if you're finding that a strap is too short to allow that without creating a lot of tension, please just extend the length of the strap. And just really let your head hang heavy, feeling that support, feeling that sort of cradle with the strap. Arms extended out, palms facing up, receiving the goodness of your practice. Softening your mind. Breathing deep. So there's really sort of three phases when we do the yin practice. Firstly we sort of find the edge, that sort of edge of comfort and discomfort. And then secondly, we find stillness. And the third is really yielding to the time. And that's really where the magic happens. And again, noticing what happens in the mind, where you go, what you say. Can you bring yourself back to your breath, to your heart, creating that coherence, that connection between the electric field of the mind and the magnetic field of your heart, allowing that synchronicity to happen. Creating this beautiful, loving, abundant electromagnetic field that exists inside of us. When you're ready, start to lean your left ear towards your left shoulder, taking the left leg to the left side as far as you feel comfortable. Like I said before, maybe it's a few centimeters, a few inches, a foot, maybe all the way. Really giving our legs so much love today. So you can enjoy your day feeling nice and loose and limber, whatever you're doing, wherever you're hiking or walking to. Just alleviating any activity that they've been undergoing on this beautiful adventure you're all on this week. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Remembering that that inhalation and that exhalation can be the alchemy that you desire, can transform, can transmute, can release. Breathing into your light, breathing into your body. Long deep breath in. Exhale, slowly come up to the center. Move slowly with your neck, even though it's pretty warm right now. And then we're going to gently move over to the right hand side. So soften your right ear to your right shoulder. Taking the left leg across to whatever degree you like. You're welcome to bump that left hip on top of the right if you find that's more comfortable. Softening the left shoulder down. Giving our hips the love they deserve today. And just remember, you know, silence isn't the absence of something. It's really the presence of everything. Come back to your breath. Know that patience and persistence is really the key to mastering yourself. We're going to slowly come up, inhale to the center. Activate into your shoulders and your head. Place your hands on your either side of the strap. Release the strap from the back of your head. Bend into that left knee. Remove the strap from the sole of your foot. Give your knee a bit of a squeeze. Draw the right knee in and start to rock side to side, massaging your spine. And then we're going to rock and roll forwards and backwards, nice and gently. Taking your time, rolling up onto your sit bones when you're ready. Coming into Baddha Konasana feet, creating a diamond shape with your feet nice and wide. Now, what you can do, the blocks and props are a support. So use this choice if you want. If you find that we've done a lot of hip work now, so there might be some sensitivity. So you can place the blocks underneath your thighs for a bit of support if you like. You don't have to. We're going to come into a forward fold. So what I can recommend is that you get your very light bolster and place it in between your thighs. Now I'm going to just offer lots of options and you can do as you see fit. Depending on your range of motion will depend on what you like. So if you have quite a large range of motion, you can simply place the bolster down and lean yourself forward. We're going to be curving the spine in this. If you want, you can get the bolster and a block maybe, and place your forehead down. We're going to be leaning forward. Some people, what they like to do is use the bolster as like a bit of a security thing and fold it and maybe wrap your arms around and just interlock your fingers so that you're not gripping, because again, you want to be holding it, but you don't want to be activating. So this is just lots of options. Again, and also just remember with the diamond in your feet, you don't have to be super close and have your knees up. You can have them nice and wide. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, soften your shoulders. Feel the sit bones grounding you down, and then start to tuck your chin, rolling yourself down forward. So we're not lengthening the spine, we're rounding, surrendering. And just resting your forehead down onto a prop. So what I would say with you is that you should lengthen it out and then place the block as such. And it will be probably more comfortable for you like that. So the goal here is to have your forehead resting on something and feeling that support. So that sort of allows you not only to release the body more and soften into this forward fold, but be aware of yourself being held up. So you're surrendering down to the support that's always there around you. So much. And you can obviously adjust it, so if you find more space you can put it down. Yeah, exactly. So you can maybe, as we do this posture, you might notice that in time you can go deeper, and it's not about striving to go deeper, it's just that all of a sudden you might go, okay, the fascia's opening and I have more space, so maybe you put your block or your bolster on your block on a lower setting. And like I said, that's the magic of the yin. It's noticing that when you give the body time, it will open of its own accord without forcing. Just like the way the flowers of a petal gradually open as the sun rises, nature runs its course, and so does your body. reminder to come back to your breath. So Yin teaches us this art of surrendering. And whatever we're learning on our mats, whether it's specifically Yin or in our meditation, is the stuff that we can bring into our lives and take off the mat. And I always feel like it's just so incredible, the journey that we can take on a yoga mat. It's actually quite incredible. And I say that for any kind of practice, actually, on a mat. There's such a deep emotional journey that we can find ourselves on. Because, you know, energy in motion is emotion. And so when we tap into the fascia and we start to release the energy of the body, that's when we start to feel the stuff. And we feel the emotions, the stuff that might have been stuck there for many, many years. So it's okay to feel the stuff. Irritation, sadness, fear, anxiety, frustration, it's all valid. But know that you are letting that go, so allow that without getting stuck on the story. And especially because we've really been working into the hips today. The hips are connected to our base chakras, our root and our sacral, connected to our fears, our frustrations, our desires, pleasure, pain. So it's normal to feel, you know, frustrated with yourself, frustrated with me, frustrated with the pose. Take a long, deep breath in and start to come out. Just be mindful, there might be a bit of sensitivity. So I want you to just extend your legs a little bit more forward and then take your hands on the outer edges of your thighs just to draw your knees together. You might really feel this, so just be kind. Just take a moment. You can place your hands behind you. If you want, you can just windscreen your knees side to side, very gently, very, very gently and slowly. And then we're going to make our way down back onto our backs. Moving slowly. And you can take your bolster and place it under your thighs as we move into our Shavasana for the support. You won't need the blocks on under your back. Oh gosh, I wish these were lighter. So find that support that you need. Lie back down. Let the legs flop open, big toes flop out, arms by your side, palms facing up. Shavasana. Feel your body held by the mat. Closing your eyes down. Taking a nice deep breath in together for 3, 2, 1. Sip a bit more air, sip a bit more air. A little bit more. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, I want you to breathe in, sip more, sip some more. Anything in your body right now that you want to release, exhale through the mouth, let it go. And just as you rest here, just let the ground beneath you hold what you've been carrying. And allow forgiveness to move through you like warm sunlight after rain. Tender, cleansing, gentle. Feel the heaviness begin to lift and replace it with space and compassion and understanding. There's nothing left to defend, nothing to fix. The heart knows how to heal when given permission to rest. So let your breath whisper, I am safe to let go. I am safe to begin again. You're not defined by pain, you're defined by your capacity to return to love again and again. Slowly drawing your attention to your arms, your fingers, your toes. Maybe giving them a nice little wiggle. You can take your arms up above your head and give yourself a nice big stretch if you like. Rolling on over onto your right side into beautiful fetal position, the position that you're created in. When you're ready, you can make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Placing your arms, your hands up to your heart center in prayer position if you wish. Maybe placing your hands on your heart if you prefer. Feeling the beautiful connection to, well, everything. Feeling the energy and the light inside your body, around you, into the quantum field, into nature. Feel yourself in the breeze, in the sunlight, in the ocean. I am a man, I am a woman, I am divine and I am human. The light in me acknowledges and sees the beautiful shining light in each and every one of you. Namaste.